My name is Sean Suter. I'm the executive chef at Trace Atlanta at the W Atlanta Midtown. Today we're going to be talking about the new year and doing collard greens. So collard greens traditionally for luck, along with black-eyed peas, collards representing cash. This is a very southern way of how to make these. So I'm going to start. I've got a little over a half pound of highly smoked bacon, so it's got a lot of smoky flavor to it. So we're going to start that in a large pot. We just want to get the fat to come out of that bacon because we're going to use that. We want that to kind of get all into the cabbage that we're using. So after we get that going for a little while, I have one onion that's been small chopped. We're going to get that going as well. Start getting some of that flavor in there. Well, I cooked something that's going to take a while, and collard greens do take a good amount of time because you have to braise them down at a lower temperature to work through the toughness of the leaves. I like to hit with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper kind of early on to start getting that flavor going. Because we'll salt and pepper a few times as we make this dish just to make sure that that flavor is through the whole way and it's not just at the end. So after we have that going, I've got, this is about a quarter pound of smoked ham. It's a lot of meat going into these collards, but as you can see, I've got about 2 pounds of collards cut. So we're going to need a lot of that meat. Anything that you're adding to that is going to add, just going to continue to add that flavor. There are other ways that you can do that. Some people use smoked ham hocks, smoked neck bones. Anything that's going to give that nice smoky flavor is really kind of that traditional piece to southern collards. So once we have that going, I'm going to add about a quarter cup of garlic and probably 1 shallot. I like using shallots just a little bit. It's not going to really change much in this, but shallots have a little bit sweeter of a flavor than onions. So once we get that and we kind of sweat our garlic and our onions and they're starting to get a little translucent, we're going to start adding our collards. So I've washed these, rinsed them off, so you get kind of that last little bit of dirt that's on there, and I've chopped them. Stems and all, chopped them, because we're going to braise this, and we're going to braise it for a while to let that all break down. So that's going to bring your temperature down. We just want to kind of try to move it around a little bit. Some of that is going to wilt. The biggest step to this now is we're going to take cider vinegar. Vinegar also helps break that down, cuts through that real strong flavor of a collard green. So we're going to start with that. That's really going to help start breaking that down and shrink this collard greens to more manageable in the pot. I also have sugar. Sugar is going to sweeten that vinegar that you just added to help break down that collard and break down the fibers in that collard green. So we want to sweeten that up. And then I'm going to go ahead and add salt and pepper one more time on this. So like I said, we'll add it a few times as we cook. And we may end up adding some more sugar at the end of it as well. So you can see we don't have a whole lot of liquid in there. So that's what we use the chicken stock for. So I have a good amount of chicken stock. About 1 quart is about what I added. So we're going to let that get to temperature and slowly start to break that down. And then we'll look at it here in a couple minutes. Okay, so what we've done is we've let that kind of go. It's at a low boil. And it's going to be at a low boil for a little bit of time, but what you can do is you can smell that smokiness, you can smell a little bit of that vinegar. You want to taste your liquid to make sure that it's not too vinegary or too sweet, and adjust your seasonings based on that. This is where the last time that I'll add the salt and pepper is I'll kind of adjust and after I get a taste. Enjoy. Join us at Trace at the W Atlanta Midtown. Hope to see you soon.